Hi, I'm LJ.
And I'm Russell.
And we are Retired to Roam. And if you're not familiar with us, we recently retired on
November the 15th.
November 15th, and we left the United States on December the 12th. Our plan was to, back in August when we bought our tickets, was to return to the United States. But since August, we have totally changed our lives around. We've both retired. We sold our home, sold everything. You can see that on some previous videos. If you've not seen those, please look at that. And we have made the first stop in Guam. And we wanted today to go over our budget for the month of December. And we have set ourselves a budget of $4,000. I wanted $3,500. He wanted $4,500. We sort of met in the middle.
Yeah, we met in the middle.
Met in the middle. And right now we are staying with our son and daughter-in-law.
Right.
Our son is in the Air Force. Yeah. And so that has been a blessing. We're not having to pay rent. Electricity.
But we're paying for expensive groceries here on the island of Guam.
Yeah, absolutely. We are paying for groceries. They are pricey.
I think everybody got together on the whole island at the gas station and said nobody sold it for a penny less than $4.99 a gallon.
Yeah. So. Every gas station you pass, that's what it is. We've had fun. We've been here about 3 weeks. We originally said we were going to leave in February. But now we think we're probably going to leave the end of March or the 1st of April. We'll get into that a little later on in another video. But today we wanted to go over our budget with you and what we spent for the month of December. And what we did was we purchased an app. Do you remember the name?
Travel log or something.
Travel Spin.
Travel Spin.
I'm the budget person.
Exactly.
He just, joins in. So we're going to flip now to our screen of this app on Travel Spin and show you what we've spent for the month of December 2024.
Okay, so we're showing you here our app, the Travel Spin, and we're going to show you that we've got 2 months logged in so far, December of 2024. We were both in Tennessee and Guam. Right now, under the Tennessee 24 and Guam, you can see that we set our budget for $4,000 a month. And what we wound up spending was $2,344, which averaged out to $76 a day. And if you click on the actual month and you go down to the bottom of the screen and click Statistics, it will actually show you the categories that you spent all of your money on, actually. It tells you at the top your daily average, $75.61. We had a surplus for the month of $1,656. And we will tell you that we did not put our flight amount on the budget for the month of December. And that was the reason for that is we purchased the tickets back in August of 2024, and those were how much?
$2,000 a piece.
Yeah, it was like $2,030 a piece. And we have asked for a credit from United for the returning trip, since we are not obviously returning to Tennessee on January 6th like we had originally planned. So we don't know for sure. We've gotten the credit. We're actually asking now for a refund.
Right.
So we'll see if that happens or not. But getting back to the budget, on the categories, you can add various categories. You can see here groceries was by far our larger category for the month. Shopping, this shopping included some Christmas presents that we bought before we left, some things that we bought for a family member to help with some home issues.
Right.
Transportation included rental vehicle for the day, or the 2 days actually, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We sold our truck and then we had to get to the airport, so that included that.
Which was pretty high.
Yeah, it was pretty high. We'll show you specifically here in a minute. Restaurants, general, you can just kind of do categories as you like. Under others, we've got church, which for church it only shows $98. We actually paid more than that, but I did not put our tithe in for our prior church from Tennessee. I just didn't include that.
Well, let's get back to what we were saying. The actual numbers, the real numbers for Guam and out of the United States will be at the end of January.
Yeah, because our income is definitely gone down. We went from a 2-income household to a 1-income household living off a pension. And I think we've mentioned before that your pension was a little over $1,000. I think it's actually going to wind up being around $1,400 to $1,500 a month. So the other $2,500 of our $4,000 budget, if we spend that much, is going to come out of our savings and investments. But as I told you, or we told you in a previous video, we're hoping not to pull from our investments for quite some time. We do have some cash from the sale of our home. So you can see the different ones here: communications, fees and charges, activities, and coffee. And what this app allows you to do when you pay the premium version, it'll actually let you see 12 months and see where you're at. Again, we've only got the 1 month in play right now. We've started with January and we'll go from there. We're in currency of the country of the United States right now. We can change that as we go. And I want to go back to our entries. It looks like we've done a lot of McDonald's, which we have. We've been hooking up on the 99-cent coffees quite a bit. But like Russell and I both bought some snorkeling gear this month, which we won't have that expense again. We've got some shopping that we did. I had to buy a couple of pairs of little slacks because I only brought shorts with me here, and I felt like going to church I needed a pair of like little thin slacks or something, so we got that. Russell got a haircut. We've bought some bakery items. There's Gigo Baptist. That's where we've been tithing. Russell's haircut. More restaurants, gas station where we bought gas. Home Depot and Flowers were some potted plants and things that we bought for my daughter-in-law. Google Fi. Okay, Google Fi is an interesting one. We are on Google Fi right now. It is $85 a month, and I know traveling internationally, it's only good for 3 months. So we may be looking at some other option, but right now we're on the Google Fi plan. You want to add anything? Those are just, okay, airport parking, gas.
Yeah, it's just a lot of the stuff is basic expenses due to traveling to get over here.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, so December 12th is when we actually left the United States. So that was gas in the rental car, and then Chick-fil-A at the airport. So all this prior to that, you can see Enterprise. We had some gifts. Yeah, just different things. I actually got sick, had to go to the doctor. This here, travel spend, this is where we purchased the premium package. So that's a one-time purchase. That's $65.84. So we will not have to do that again. Like I said, we kind of got sick and had to do that. Truck insurance, we don't have that anymore.
There's a lot of one-offs that will balance out, won't be back on there again.
Yeah, I really think our budget, if we stayed like we were and did not add in our tithing for the first of the month, I think this $2,300 budget would have been more like $1,800. But there is one thing we don't have on this budget, and we're probably not going to put on this budget, and that is our health insurance. We are paying out of my husband's.
Yeah, that's part of the pension. When you say $1,500 a month, I had a higher pension that. But with me and you both being added on for the health insurance or whatever, that I am covered and she's covered globally, is about $700 a month or $800 a month between me and you both. And you would take that. If I wasn't having to pay for that, it would be a higher pension. But I think it's roughly, my pension was $2,200 a month, and then you take all that health insurance out, and I'm roughly right at $1,500 a month.
So Hulu and Peacock, we did the Black Friday sale on those. That's a yearly thing. So for each month, it's $1.08 for Hulu and $1.83 for Peacock. We haven't used either one of them since we've been here with our son, but it's still a good deal. I'll click here at the top and show you thus far on January, since it's only January 2nd. We went to Panda Express last night for dinner, and then we've got the Hulu and the Peacock streaming. I'll just go on here and pretend like we've got one to add here. We just click the plus button, and what it does then, it allows you to select the expense. You can edit your categories to more, I guess, to your needs.
Your preference, yeah.
Yeah. So if you had a category here, like maybe a babysitter or daycare, something like that, or car payment,
Car lease, something like that,
yeah, you can click on the edit categories and change that and add to your category list, I guess.
Correct.
Income, you can do salary, other income such as pension, gifts, etc. So all that information is available. So let's just say we had gone to the grocery store, which we did. We'll put that in here, and I'm going to say we did spend we spent $300 today total, but let's just say I'll just do this one to make it easy for us, and I'll put Payless as the grocery store we went to, and then you can select here. These are the various types of payments that I have added. You can actually add different types of payments. So we've got cash, credit card, or debit card. We don't really have credit cards. Gift cards or Venmo, so you can select which one.
Yeah.
I probably could rename that from credit card to debit card, but
yeah,
anyways.
some people could put even add PayPal.
Yeah, you can do whatever. If you had credit cards and you wanted to put Visa, American Express, whatever, it allows you to add multiple types of payments. So you see now that I've got $250, Payless. Today's date, it automatically defaults to the day you're on. If you want to change that, you can. You can actually spread it across multiple days. Then you've got credit card. We're in the United States. You can add a specific, I guess, map place if you want. You can even add a photo. And then what you do is you go up into the top right-hand corner and you click Save. And what that does is it adds it to your day. And again, I'm going to delete this one because it's not accurate, but it shows you what our over on the top right under the above the red line that we've spent $137.16 today, and it's alerting us that we're $8.12 over budget. So we're already over budget, and over to the right, or I'm sorry, to the left of the screen at the top, you'll see our total thus far this month is $274.31. And that leaves us $3,725.89 to spend for the month. So far, I really like it. And you can even, if you go down at the bottom and hit Stats again, there's an area here at the very bottom of the screen where you can export this to CSV, which is like a spreadsheet. And you can do that very easily. We haven't done that so far because I think I'm just going to use the app. But again, just wanted to show you guys what we spent for the month. We mentioned I don't think it's a very accurate picture just because we haven't been traveling the full month.
Right.
And we know that staying with our son and daughter-in-law, we're definitely saving money as far as travel. We're not paying for rent. We're not paying electricity. We're not paying for internet. Any of that stuff. So we are saving money while we are here with them, and then that hopefully will allow us some surplus when we do start traveling more frequently.
Right.
So.
And we do have some trips planned, but we'll come later on the channel with that.
So as you can see, part of the month of December we spent in the United States preparing to come over to Guam, and then, like she said, we've been here since December 12th. So a lot of this number is going to be skewed. Hopefully we'll have a better grip on the numbers at the end of January, more of a full month here in Guam. But you can kind of get the idea of what we spent. And she's wrote down everything. If we bought a paper clip, it's got the amount on it.
Yeah, and I feel like that's very important for you to understand. You've got to document everything you spend, especially if you're on a budget. And this applies not only for people that are traveling, but just at home.
Every day.
We did this for years in our own home's budget, and I've got years back on Excel, and I think I mentioned earlier why we went with the Travel Spend app. We don't have access to Excel on my iPad, and we were going to have to pay for it. And this Travel Spend has some features. Again, I think I said there's a free version, but there's also the paid version. The paid version allows us to see month after month after month, which is what is important to me, and make sure we're on track.
Yeah, and just like everybody always says in these videos, we're not sponsored by Travel Spend or anything like
Right.
that. It's just an app she found, and it
Yeah.
works good for us right now.
But if Travel Spend wanted to sponsor us,
Yeah.
that would be great too.
And this would be a good time to tell everybody, hey, if you don't mind, if you're liking the videos, if you would, put in the comments what you'd like to see. If not, subscribe, like, hit the bell, all that stuff.
Yeah, we're obviously trying to grow our channel. We would be interested in hearing from you on what you would like to see. Are you interested in more of the travel destinations? Are you more interested in the financial part of it? Do you want a little bit of both? Because right now, that's probably the direction we're going with the channel, a little bit of both.
Right.
There's a lot more on Guam that we haven't explored yet. A lot of World War II.
There's a lot of military history here on the island that a lot of people don't know, and well, a lot of people may if you do some research, but it's a lot of military history here on this island. So, and a lot of beautiful beaches and stuff like that. So
yeah, and it is. I know we're recording this on. It's actually December 2nd here. I know.
2nd.
I'm sorry, January 2nd, 2025. I'm just a little behind,
yeah.
but it is New Year's Day in the States. So we are definitely in a different time zone now. So that's been unusual. But anyways, if you're wanting to get started on a budget, there's no better day than today. If you didn't start yesterday, today's the day to start. So hopefully you've learned something from us today. And like Russell said, I think next month we'll have a better picture on our budget because we will have actually been traveling, or at least been out of the country of the United States for a full month. So we'll see more of what we actually spent. And we went to the grocery store today and we spent a chunk. So we'll see you all next time, and have a happy new year and a blessed day.